Hello, hello. For people that are going to watch this live later. Hello, hello. For people that are coming in to the live. Hello, hello. I know what I brought with me. It may be a slow day today. Heck. Oh no, you got it together. Hello. Hi again. Hi again. I wanted to come here and tell you you are a big dog. You are a big dog. Y'all, hello from Hawaii. Hello from New York. Hi. Hello from Hawaii. Hello from New York. Hi, you are a big dog. I want to come and tell you you are a big dog and little chihuahuas keep barking at you. You are a big, kind dog and little chihuahuas keep barking at you. That was my message today. You are a big dog. Know that you are a big, kind dog. You are a big pit bull. You are a Cane Corso. And little chihuahuas are going to keep barking at you. But you was raised to be kind. You are a big dog. That's what I came to tell you. I came to tell you that real quick. But I also got to wash dishes. Hi from Orlando. Hi from New York City. Hello. Hi, people. Hi. Hello. Hi. You are a big dog. Y'all, you are big dogs. And little chihuahuas keep barking at you. You are a big pit bull. You are a big bull terrier. But you keep finding these little terriers barking at you. You were raised to be kind, though. You had a good owner. You had a good owner, but you are a big dog. And they gonna keep barking at you because they feel like they insecure on the inside. Thank you so much. You are a big dog. You are a big dog. And these little chihuahuas is gonna keep barking at you. In real life, you carry yourself properly. You carry yourself classy. All your bank accounts is secure. You highly favored by the Lord. You are a big dog, and the Lord wants to use you. The Lord wants to use your bigness to get these little chihuahuas in check. Hi, you are a big dog. Them chihuahuas, you know them vicious chihuahuas that want to growl and bark. But if you ever decide, if a big dog ever decides to really go, "Arf," the big dog's gonna get put down. So you are a big dog. Hello. Hi, y'all. Hello, you are a big dog. You are big in the spirit. You done grew. You done grown. You are a big dog. You are a bear. You are a bear who's being hunted right now. You are a big dog. There's no such thing. This is hypothetically speaking, though. Your owner is a good owner. Your owner is the Lord. Your owner is God. But you are a big dog. But you got chihuahuas barking at you. You. I ain't coming here to talk about no dogs. I'm using that as a reference. You know? Well, there is a God of the universe. He is real and he speaks. You know? But you are a big dog. But you've been called. You have been called. Whether you heard him audibly or not, you have been called. Listen, you are a big dog, okay? You are a big dog. Oh, Jesus. You are a big dog in this little chihuahua Chewbacca. I'm a big dog, but I don't got time to be focused on that because I got little puppies to take care of. I got my owner, hypothetically speaking, the Lord Jesus Christ is calling you to use your bigness for the kingdom instead of for harming others. That's what he's calling you. Right, my fellow big dog. Thanks for wishing me. Love is transferable. Amen. Just doing that alone could change the life of somebody. Amen. Everybody needs hugs. I totally agree with you. Everybody needs hugs. I totally agree with you. But that's not the message that I came to say today. They gonna need that big dog hug though. When a big dog jumps on you and show you mad love and is really cuddly and kind, respects their owner, respects the world around them, listens, and is trained well. Thank you. I love you guys. I do. Thank you for dropping by. I really do appreciate you guys. This is a better way to get my message out sometimes when I am busy and I do have a word on the inside. You're gonna find people that are attracted to your light like moths to a flame. They are attracted to your light like moths to a flame. You're gonna find the people that God sent into your life that want you to be better than you were yesterday. They want you to go get that favor. The only way to get favor is through the Lord. They're gonna want you to go get that favor. They're gonna encourage you to pray. They're gonna encourage you to go to God. And then you're gonna find people that encourage you to do it by yourself. That don't show you help. That don't show you love. They're gonna want you to go out there because they did it by themselves and it worked so well for them. You know. But as you can see, I trusted in the Lord. After doing it so long by myself on my own, I trusted in the Lord and I let Him lead. And I'm in a beautiful spot right now. You are a big dog, right? And these little chihuahuas is not gonna agree with the way you live your life. They're not gonna agree with your love, your kindness, and your faithfulness. In this world, they don't want to see that. They rather throw you in jail than a re-education camp. They want to throw you in jail than a re-education camp. Rather than helping you get your life together, hypothetically speaking, they want to throw you in the jail. The world is not a kind place, and they want you to be just like them. They don't want you to be kind, loving, and forgiving. They're going to want to try to push your buttons every day. You are a big dog, and you know that you're a big dog. And you know that at a snap of a finger, at a flick of a wrist, you can really do something to hurt somebody. If you're from the hood, you can really do something to hurt somebody. If you're from the city, you can really do something to hurt somebody. You know? But because you know what that lifestyle is like, and you know that leads you down the wrong path, you're not going to choose that. You don't want that for your family. You don't want that for your man. You don't want that for your wife. You don't want them to be constantly trying to protect themselves. You want to push them to the Lord because guess what? God is the only way. God is the only one. Right? Right. Picking up. Hay bales. Exactly. So you already know that hard working lifestyle. See, over here they lost their ambition over here in Brooklyn. They get their little cards at the first of the month, and there's nothing wrong with getting government assistance, but they lost their ambition, and they want you to lose your ambition too. They don't want you to dream. If you do dream, they're gonna be like crabs in a barrel. You had a dream. No, I'm gonna tear your arms off before you make it before me. But I'm not even putting in that work to even make it. I'm not putting in that work, but I see you putting in the work to make it. So automatically, I'm not just jealous. I thought my life was good until I looked at your life. Until I looked at your life, and I said, you know what? I like that life, but it could be more like mine. I'm gonna put you in this box. It could be more like mine. You don't have to do that. You can live vicariously and free. Ecclesiastes states, nothing is better than that he should eat and drink and that his soul should enjoy good in his labor. This I saw also from the hand of God. You are a big dog. You like to work. You show kindness. Your hugs is beautiful. You know? Then you got these little chihuahuas, these little investors, these little monetary spirits. These people, they're gonna try to come from for the way you live your life and your lifestyle. You know, 280 pounds, let's get it. Big teddy bears, let's get it. Ain't nothing wrong with a big teddy bear. My man is probably 200 pounds right now, 6 feet tall. Me, I'm a tiny woman. I'm pretty sure I'm 5'1". I'm pretty sure I'm probably like 120. You know, but you are a big dog, and that's what I came on here to tell you. The Lord wanted me to tell you you are a big dog, but you got tiny chihuahuas trained. And if a big dog could be kind to a tiny chihuahua, and everybody around is looking at this big dog, we know that's a big ass dog. Like everybody can see, what is the chihuahua doing? Is he trying to get himself hurt? But because he was raised right, he was raised well, and he respects his master enough not to do that. They probably think they could. Nobody messes with a big dog, but in real life, they take your kindness for weakness. And in real life, they will maim a dog like that than when attacking everybody. They will kill that dog and put that dog down. Shoot that dog dead. Don't get caught in the enemy's trap because the enemy's trying to catch big dogs right now. The enemy is a big dog, a dog catcher. The enemy's trying to put dogs in a pound because the enemy is looking to provoke you. That's what he's looking to do. We got to stay woke. We have to stay woke. If you know where you're from, shout out where you from right now. I'm in New York City, Brooklyn. Shout out where you from right now. This is for people who used to live in the hood or live in the hood or know of a dangerous neighborhood. You a big dog. You know where you came from. You know? You a big dog. Shout out where you from. You know? Hi, people. Hello. You a big dog. Shout out where you from. Okay. Shout out where you from. Hello. That's my message right now. The Lord wanted me to tell you that you are highly favored. That you got a big blessing on the way if you wait. You wait and allow the Lord to handle your problems and handle their business. You got a big blessing on the way because you waited, because you was faithful, because they're gonna tell you you were dumb because that's the route you chose. They're gonna try to tell you you look a little silly. What are you waiting for? You're paying too much attention to the unseen realm. But you know in your heart and your spirit, if you work hard in it, the Lord is gonna help you achieve your dreams. There's nothing that the Lord cannot do for you. But there will be little tiny things here and there to try to stop you and discourage you. That's what I mean by chihuahua. There will be little tiny things to try to stop you and discourage you. Don't let that discourage your dreams. Let the Lord help you with your dreams and pay no mind to the people who's trying to discourage you from doing it. Who's trying to discourage you from getting your family out of the neighborhood, of a bad neighborhood, or into a good neighborhood. Don't let it discourage you from working hard to get to where you gotta go. Don't let it discourage you. Don't let gossip discourage you. Don't let people's opinions discourage you. You gotta keep going. You gotta be strong in the Lord. You gotta be strong for them. Don't let it. This message is for somebody today. Somebody needed to hear that message. You are a big dog. People is relying on you to keep your calm and keep your cool. People is relying on you to keep your calm and keep your cool. There's too many people out here that got provoking spirits, provoking energy. People is relying on you to keep your cool. Hi, my babies. I just came on here to let y'all know a little something, something. I didn't come to stay for too long, you know. Ooh, I'm putting the balls in the wrong area. Wrong area. You are a big dog. People is relying on you. You gotta keep your cool and you gotta pray. You gotta stay prayed up. I'm gonna be praying for y'all. I'm gonna be praying for the men especially. Too many black men are falling into I'll beat your ass temptation. You know? Too many black women are also falling into that same trap. You know? That who are you talking to? But the Lord said that if a man thinks he is something, he is nothing. Humility in the sight of the Lord is precious. That's a precious thing. If you believe in God, that's a precious thing. You know? Thank you to the people who are stand. That's a precious thing. Humility in the world. Knowing that you're capable of doing so much damage when you stop yourself. That's a precious thing. Don't shrink yourself. Know that it's possible for you to do damage. Because the Lord calls you to be holy. Can't be caught out here. Can't get caught in the enemy's snares and traps. Chairs. You know? Can't be caught with idle hands. You know? They're going to try you. They're going to try to provoke you. They're going to try to put you in a box. They're going to talk all this stuff. But there's going to be so much mess attached to your name if you children. There's going to be so much mess attached to your name. There's going to be little dogs, little men, little women who didn't put the work in like you put the work in. And they're going to try to come for you in your spot. Little people with no tradition, no sense of purpose in their life. And because you got a purpose and you got goals for your family, how they live in their lifestyle, they're going to get upset. Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about when I say you a big dog, you a big woman. That's not what I'm talking about. But at the same time, physically speaking, you could be big. But if you want my opinion on that, my opinion for obese woman, maybe don't call her obese and maybe don't accept dates. You know, maybe let your no's be no. That's what Jesus said. Let your yes be yes and let your no be no. Okay? Let your yes be yes and no be no. But I don't think there's anything wrong with a big, beautiful woman. Because that woman could turn around and move that way for you, and then you lost that chance because you were looking on the outer instead of the inner. You wasn't looking at that person truly for who they are and what they can bring to the table. Whew. Oh, excuse me. I have to what? What I'm saying, you a big dog and little chihuahuas is barking at you and trying to provoke you. This message is for somebody. This message might not be for everybody. You know, because this message is not for you, then granted, but also the Lord is going to show you exactly who is for you. You know, you should be the one taking a woman out on a date, not the other way around. You know, well, let's not talk too much about, because I don't body shame over here. This is a safe space. I'm not into body shaming somebody. But if they really love you and they're willing to do that, then they won't want you no more because you didn't love them at their big size. They won't want you no more. So, listen, I don't want to get carried away into what size them because God don't care if you're overweight as long as you believe in Him. God don't care if you're overweight. He don't care if you're underweight. He don't care what situation you find yourself in, but God will test you and God will want you to work on how you handle things and your words. If you're gentle, if you're kind. So you got to work on that. You got to work on when nobody sees you being kind, if that person don't know, being kind, and when you're in front of that person, because you can't just be kind in front of that person and turn around and use hurtful words. You have to be kind 24/7. You know, you don't like that word obese over here, but I never been big, but I used to be super skinny, and so I know how it felt to want weight, want to have some weight on. Gluttony is one of the seven deadly sins. But guess who died for you on the cross? Who died for you on the cross? Who beat sin and death and hell? Jesus. He beat sin and death and hell for you. So if you call on his name, you will be saved. That's a confirmation verse. You call on his name, you will be saved. The only God is the ultimate judge of your heart. Mm. Anyway, I just came to tell you you're a big dog in the spirit and in real life. I'm not talking about physically big. But for some of y'all may be physically big. And this message may resonate with y'all. For whoever it resonates, go back to the spirit. Take it back to God for confirmation. I'm going to leave you with a Bible verse. When David saw Saul in the cave, he knew that he could kill Saul and end this problem. Thank you. He knew he could kill Saul and end this problem. But what he did was he cut some of his tassels off his coat. And when Saul walked out of that cave, because Saul came to peace. Saul was calm. Saul had let his guard down. He came into the cave where David was staying to peace. He came out and said, Saul, what do you want with a little flea like me? But David was a big dog. David was about to be king of Israel. What do you want with a little flea like me? I'm a dog. Me, I'm a prophet, and the Lord called me to minister. The Lord called me to minister. Mm. So David didn't kill Saul right there, right then and there. Saul understood. David's intentions for him. If you Saul understood David's intentions for him, it wasn't to try to take his glory, because Saul was being provoked by an evil spirit. See, we don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities and dark forces that try to put themselves in high places and high powers. Right then and there. That's my message, y'all. It's gonna resonate with somebody today. All right, I gotta go. All right, I'll holler. Y'all see me. Y'all gonna see me on these shorts. I gotta go. Amen. Right, tell her that. Don't tell her about your preference, but just tell her you're a vegan and just tell her you don't like her. Tell her you're not interested. Be honest. Honesty is the key. People respect you when you're honest. You know, it's not the end of the world. Pray about it, let God handle it, and just be honest. You know, whatever it is, whatever that means to you in general, just be honest about it. Whatever that means, be honest and be kind. You know, be honest and be kind. Keep it short and sweet. It don't gotta be long and elaborate. Keep it short and sweet. Peace and blessings. Back to you. Listen, underage. If I have kids, what would I do? Are you trying to incriminate me right now? I don't want to be incriminated. I think that it's obvious. What age does that mean? Cussing underage and saying F word and S word and what they acting unruly and yeah, I was about to leave. I was about to go. I was about to leave. I was about to go. But you need to give me more of a reference because sometimes kids just repeat what we say. Give me that. Sometimes kids are just repeating what they hear their parents say. How the hell did y'all get my makeup? I left my makeup out. I left my makeup all out, y'all. Thank God y'all didn't mess with my favorite lipstick. God, I'm getting bored. Okay, hold on. I'm about to walk back. I'm getting a little hot. I need to stay under. AC. Anthony, go turn on the AC in the room, please. But I do have young kids. I have babies. And me personally, I don't tolerate disrespect in my house because I didn't grow up that way. I'm Caribbean. I'm Haitian. I don't tolerate disrespect in my house. You know, adults, you know, adults have to be handled like adults, but children are literally our future. And we can't just pretend like we might not be raising a heathen. You can't be raising no heathens out here. You have to raise somebody with respect. You have to raise somebody with boundaries, that understand yes and no, and the consequences of their actions. Bye, y'all. So I hope that answers your question. No means no. They're going to have to understand the word no. And if that means you might have to pop them on their behind, take away some phones, take away some screen time, then you're going to have to do what you got to do until they fully understand that you're the head of your household. You're going to have to pray for them if they have a rebellious spirit. You're going to have to pray for them if they keep doing what they're doing. But sometimes it's us, and sometimes we just need to find another word to express what we're saying. Like frog, or spell it out. Chucky that. Sometimes we don't even know. We're subconsciously saying curse words in front of them. So sometimes it's not their fault. You're going to have to ask the Lord for discernment in that way. All right, guys. This is a nice little live. I just want to get in here and tell you you are a big dog. And don't let anything provoke you. you know. But use your discernment when it comes to your children. Don't let these adults and these demonic spirits provoke you. The children, they're born in sin. They don't know any better. You know, so they're going to provoke you, and it's your job to be able to discern whether they need a punishment or not, or whether they're just being a child. Use your good judgment. Ask the Lord for Solomon's wisdom to be able to do that. And don't let nobody else try to question your parenting because there's no manual for this. There's no manual for each and every specific child. You're just going to have to know, you know? All right, guys. All this happiness, right? Now, I'm live right now. I'm about to get on. Okay, guys. And now you're pooping that scene at every people. All right. Bye, guys. Love, peace, ciao.